One of the things I have discovered, probably just in the last 2 years of teaching, is how important it is to reflect. It is important for students to go back and reflect. It is important for teachers to go back and reflect. It helps the whole cycle of education. I'm going to give each group an opportunity to share what they wrote on their chart and respond to one comment on their one sticky note comment. Okay? I think some of you are getting a little frustrated in that you have, maybe you don't think that people understood your chart. Okay? So I want to give each group an opportunity to explain their chart, and then if you have one comment that you'd like to share, you're going to go ahead and share that. Okay? Now you don't get to talk about all 20 of the sticky notes that are on your chart. You only get to talk about one. All right? And keep it a positive and a suggestion. I'm going to start with chapter 1 and go all the way through. So if you're in another chapter, you're listening, active listening. Here we go. Chapter 1, would you like to share what you did with us?
We got one that said that Mary Jo did the work, and yeah, we're not that happy with it, but everybody kind of chipped in, so.
So you want everybody to know that even though it looks like maybe one person did it, it was a group effort.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's to kind of make that comment very clear. Okay. Was there anything about your chapter that you think you'd like to add now that you looked at all the other chapters?
I don't think so. I think we did a pretty good job.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. All right. Chapter 2.
We did chapter 2, and like everyone kept telling us to put more facts, but if we put more facts, I think it might look too cluttered. So yeah.
So for what your group decided, you're happy with what you've got.
Yeah, because like I think if we would have done any more, it would have looked like we had too much stuff.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody understands that. Okay. Anything that you would want to add? You're okay?
No Spanish.
You would not do the Spanish next time.
Yeah.
That would probably be a good suggestion. They were very frustrated about some of the comments, and I felt this was a good opportunity for everyone to air out, just pick that one comment that's really bugging you and share that so that everybody can understand, explain, give you an opportunity to explain why you did that or said that or wrote that. And that was good. That gave them some validity to the work that they did, because they were very proud of what they did. And you have to do that. You have to give children the opportunity to defend themselves, to explain themselves, because not every child sees every child the same way. Okay, guys, here we go. First paragraph. What did you learn, or what did you remember because of this activity? So your paragraph would begin, what I remembered most from this activity was, and then you would tell me what you remembered most. What part of the story did this help you remember the most? By giving the children the opportunity to go back and reflect today was a chance for them to look at the book that they've read as a whole so far. A lot of times when kids get halfway through a book, that's the make or break point. Either they're going to finish it out or they're just going to read it and be done with it and not give it another thought. After the activity today, the kids got rehooked on the book.
When you have asked students to engage in an activity, the best source of feedback as to how effective that activity is to get that feedback from students.
I would like to know what you thought about today's activity. Reviewing, having the sticky notes, going around, looking at everybody else's work. So if you could just think about that for a second and then tell me what you thought about that. Okay, Morgan, what'd you think?
I thought it really refreshed me on earlier chapters.
Okay.
Because sometimes some slip your mind.
Good. I think that's very true of most readers, that you forget some things from the beginning, and this was a great way to refresh. Good. Thank you. Carolina?
Really great idea that kind of could refresh our minds about the book and not stay confused all the time.
I like that maybe you're not as confused as you might have been before we did this, okay?
The feedback you get from students is invariably going to be around an application or an analysis. It's not going to be just around a comprehension.
Okay.